How not to mess it up. There are many different videos out there with what you should do and the best ways to plan your money. Heck, I've made a few myself on this channel. But today I'm going to do something different. I'm going to let you in on a little secret that only the smartest people are aware of. It's not what you do that is most important, it's what you don't do. Stay tuned to find out more. I'm Adam Walkham, author, entrepreneur and financial planner, and this is Plan for Happy. One of my heroes is Charlie Munger. For those who don't know Charlie, he was Warren Buffett's longtime investment partner and credited as being one of the most brilliant thinkers to ever live. Unfortunately, Charlie died last year, but we are blessed to have a huge amount of his writing and thinking still around in books and interviews. One of Charlie's favourite maxims for thinking through problems was invert. Always invert. This means if you're not sure what to do, then turn the problem upside down. So instead of thinking about what I need to do to maximise my wealth, think about what I shouldn't do to maximise my wealth. Humans are emotional beings. We're simply not designed to be good investors. Fear makes us sell when markets are falling, and greed makes us buy when markets are at all-time highs. Exactly what you should not do. So instead of trying to hack our brains and emotions to get us to take the right actions at the most difficult times, let's use that to create a much easier list of actions that we should not take in regards to our finances, so we don't mess it up. Number one, don't have a high level of spending. Everyone knows that we shouldn't spend more than we earn. It's the basis of any decent financial plan. But how do we do that? Start small. Go 1 month at a time. For the first month, just for 1 month, set a savings target. This month I'm going to save £200. Then do it. Work out how you can save money here and there. Celebrate not spending money. Then once you've done it for 1 month, do it again for the next month. After a few months, you have built a cash safety net. Then once that is in place, it gives you so much more freedom. Cut up the credit card. You don't need it. Cancel that overdraft. You don't need it. Because if you do have unexpected expenses that come in from time to time, you can pay them from your safety net and not with the bank's money. Lower spending level, less likely to mess it up. Number two, don't have a high concentration of assets. This is also the same as saying, don't have all your eggs in one basket. Now this is one I have personal experience with. I worked at a global investment bank back in the mid-2000s. It was the boom times and we received our bonus and pay in cash and company shares. The company also operated a share purchase scheme where you could buy extra shares in the company at a discount. Made sense, right? But stepping back, think about my exposure to my employer. It paid for my salary, my pension, my life insurance, my health insurance, my bonus, and then I was putting an extra amount of my personal wealth into more stock in the company. Now, I'm sure you know what happened. 2008 and the global financial crisis came along and the bank I was working for went bankrupt. I nearly lost my job, but what I did lose was a huge part of my personal wealth because the stock price crumbled. Ever since then, when I work with clients who have a large percentage of their wealth in one place, I constantly tell them they need to diversify to reduce the risk. Lower exposure to one asset, less likely to mess it up. Number three, don't take on high leverage or debt. Another of Charlie Munger's famous quotes is, "There are only 3 ways a smart person can go broke: liquor, ladies, and leverage." Now remember, old Charlie was from another time, but the basic premise remains the same. There are plenty of people out there who want to offer you debt. And debt can seem very attractive as it's basically money for nothing. You haven't had to work for it and it just appears in your account with the only drawback seeming to be a repayment plan you need to stick to. Sounds ideal, right? This is where you need to be very careful. What is the debt secured against? If it's a property, as we know with all mortgages, then if you can't pay back the debt on time, the bank can take your house. If it's other investments, then the creditor can do what is called a margin call, meaning that you can still be paying the debt back, but if the value of the underlying asset has fallen, then they will want to put you up for more money. And if you don't have that money at the exact time, too bad. They will sell the asset right out from under you at exactly the moment you don't want that to happen. So, lower debt, less likely to mess it up. So let's recap. How to not mess up your finances. 1, don't spend too much. 2, don't have all your eggs in one basket. And 3, don't take on too much debt. If you avoid those 3 things, chances are you'll be in a much better financial position than many others. Feel free to leave any questions in the comments section below. See you next time.